I love scones. I admit it. What's better than a sweet scone? This savory ham and cheese scone that is so hearty it could be a meal on its own. The salt of the ham and cheese is balanced with a hint of apple for the perfect bite every time. So grab a cup of hot cocoa. It's time to bake some magic in Mrs. Kringle's kitchen. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you can get more recipes. For returning subscribers, welcome back. In a large bowl, add 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin or apple pie spice, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk all the ingredients together and set aside. Grab your cold cubed butter from the fridge in a pastry cutter, or you can use 2 forks or your hands. Drop your cubed butter into the flour mixture and get ready for some pastry cutting meditation. Continue cutting together until the flour looks like big crumbs. Add the cubed apples, cubed ham, and freshly grated cheddar to the flour and give it all a toss. In a separate bowl, add the ½ cup of unsweetened applesauce and 2 large eggs. Whisk them all together until well combined. Add the wet mixture to the dry mixture and begin mixing the ingredients until a dough forms. Get in there with your hands to bring the dough together into a ball, being careful not to overwork it. If the dough is a little wet, just put some flour on your hands and pat it together into a large disc on a lined cookie sheet and flatten it slightly. Using a bench scraper or a long knife, cut the disc into 6 equal wedges. Separate the wedges so that they're not touching and put uncovered in the freezer for 30 minutes so they rise properly. Then preheat your oven to 425 degrees and bake for 18 to 22 minutes. Allow it to cool for about 5 minutes on the cookie sheet so that they can set up. Try not to fall in love. Ham and cheese scones are one of the best things to happen to your plate. You can have it with a side salad for breakfast or lunch, or soup to warm up a chilly evening. Ham and cheese just got kicked up a notch. For the full printable recipe, head on over to mrskringleskitchen.com. Don't forget to like and share the love with your family and friends.